Ladies and gentlemen, we have us a main event for WrestleMania, as we now have seen that Roman Reigns is your 2026 Royal Rumble winner. And as we found out on Monday Night Raw, he will face CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. We got us a main event, and I'm excited to see on the road to WrestleMania how this match will be built up. I think it'll be really good. But before we get into that, first I want to talk about LA Knight and my prediction that LA Knight was going to win the Royal Rumble. Obviously that didn't happen, but I just want to talk about LA Knight for a minute because I just want to know what they are doing with LA Knight, because he's over with the crowd. I mean, when he came out, they started chanting LA Knight, LA Knight, LA Knight. They start chanting his name, and whenever he got eliminated from the Royal Rumble, they immediately started booing. And I don't know if I heard anyone else get eliminated and the fans started booing in disappointment. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing anyone else that happened to. And I just don't understand it. Like, why LA Knight? Why has he continued to be over with the crowd and they don't push him and they don't make him a world champion? Yes, he's been pushed, but he's not become a world champion. And I just think that he should be, because of the amount of cheers and the amount of support that he's gotten from WWE fans. And I just don't understand it. I don't understand why he hasn't been a world champion already. I thought LA Knight should have won the Royal Rumble in 2025 to go on to beat Gunther at WrestleMania instead of Jey Uso. That's what I thought they should have done. I mean, obviously going with Jey Uso didn't work because it didn't last long. He lost the title back to Gunther. It didn't work. And I just think that if LA Knight won the world title, I think it would work. I don't think it would go the same way it did with Jey Uso. I think that it would go better. I think that the fans would still be behind LA Knight. He would still be over, and he would still get a pop. And I think that they could have some great feuds with him, with other people as the world champion. I just believe that. And I don't understand why he continues to not win and not become a world champion. But as we saw, he's got some new merchandise out. And on his new shirt, it says Unchosen. And we know that Drew McIntyre, when he first got to WWE, that was what he was called. He was called the Chosen One. And now LA Knight has this new shirt that says Unchosen. Now maybe this can give us LA Knight fans some hope that maybe this is a hint that he's going to go against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania and win the world title by first winning the Elimination Chamber and then facing Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania in Las Vegas for the WWE Championship. I sure hope that that is a hint towards that. And we've seen in those promotional videos for WrestleMania 42, Triple H talking about whose game it is. And we all know what that could mean. So they've been hinting at that with those promotional videos. And then the Royal Rumble comes and we expect, okay, well, maybe LA Knight's going to win the Royal Rumble. And then he doesn't. We still got Elimination Chamber. I don't know. Hopefully this means that LA Knight's going to win the Elimination Chamber. I just don't know at this point, because it just seems like LA Knight continues to get so close, but then they don't push him. They don't let him win. They don't let him win the world title. I just really hope that he becomes a world champion. I don't know what to expect at this point, because it's like I want to continue the hope that he will become a world champion, but at the same time, I'm tired of getting my hopes up and then he doesn't get to that point. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see. The Elimination Chamber is coming up, and of course the winner will face Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. So hopefully LA Knight will win the Elimination Chamber and he'll face Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. The only thing about that is how much I love Drew McIntyre, and how great of a champion he is. I just wish that he would be champion for a while. I think that that would be what's best. But if this is LA Knight's only opportunity he's going to get to win a championship, then I think they should do that. Because Drew McIntyre's won the title 3 times in his career. I mean, he could always win it again. I would hate to see his title reign last only 3 months. But if he's going to lose it, I just think LA Knight would be the right guy to beat Drew McIntyre. I did not want Drew McIntyre to lose to Sami Zayn at Royal Rumble, and I'm glad they didn't do that. That would have had his title reign only last a couple of weeks. But if he's going to lose at WrestleMania, I just think LA Knight would be the right person for him to lose to. I don't see any other person that Drew McIntyre needs to lose to at WrestleMania. So I think that LA Knight will be the right thing to do. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. I just hope that this isn't another situation where he gets close and we get our hopes up and then he doesn't become world champion. Hopefully this is the time that it'll happen, and that's all that we can hope for at this point. Back to Roman Reigns. I think that Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble is obviously a safe thing to do, but I think that anytime that Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble, it's going to be the right thing to do. Even though it's safe, I think it's the right thing to do because I agree with what he said that the creative has really not stepped up in the last 2 years since he lost the WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40, and I agree with that. I think that since John Cena retired, the creative has stepped up. I felt like the whole year 2025 should not have been focused solely on John Cena because it was, and I felt like it just held back the creative and the storylines because it was all focused on him, so things could only go so far with certain people because he was involved in the WWE title scene, and it just completely was focused on him. I just think that it held things back, but now that he's retired and that's over with, it has really gotten a lot better, I felt like, in the last month since John Cena retired, but it still hasn't been what it was whenever Roman Reigns was champion at WrestleMania 40 and lost. It was such a big deal at that point that we've just not gotten back to that point. After Cody won the title at WrestleMania 40, things really didn't go too great in 2024. You had The Rock came out to talk to Cody on the Raw after WrestleMania. He said he would be gone for a few months. Then he was. The next time we seen The Rock was at Bad Blood, and then we didn't see him again until January 6th, Raw on Netflix debut. And then after that, he comes on there before the Elimination Chamber asking Cody about selling his soul to him to give him his answer at Elimination Chamber 2025. Then they did that. John Cena turned heel, and then we never seen The Rock ever again. That really screwed over Cody's title reign. It screwed over John Cena's heel run and Cena's title reign. Things just didn't go too great last year. They didn't go the way that it was planned, obviously, because The Rock and Travis Scott got involved with Cena, and then they didn't continue to be involved. I mean, Travis Scott did show up at WrestleMania, but that was it. He was at Elimination Chamber, and then WrestleMania, that was it. The Rock did not show up after Elimination Chamber. So things to me just haven't really been what they were when Roman Reigns walked into WrestleMania 40 as the champion, and then Cody Rhodes beat him. And that just brought WWE up so much, and it was at such an intense level. It was just really, really good. And it just hasn't really gotten back to that. So I think that having Roman Reigns come back, win the Royal Rumble, and he's going to face CM Punk at WrestleMania, where hopefully he will win. I think that that's what they need to do, because to me, when Roman Reigns is champion, WWE is brought up. WWE was brought up by a lot when Roman Reigns became WWE champion. And Roman Reigns is the reason why I started watching wrestling again. I watched wrestling when I was a kid, up until about sometime in like 2009 or 10. And whenever Roman Reigns was champion, I started watching wrestling again. It was the end of 2022. It was when Sami Zayn was trying to join the Bloodline, and that was really good, and that was great storytelling. That's what brought me back into WWE, was Roman Reigns, was seeing Roman Reigns on TV every week with the title. And that's the thing, when he was first champion, I mean, he was on there every single week. I know eventually he started not showing up as much and he wasn't on there every week, but he's the reason why I started watching WWE again. That's what I know. Roman Reigns is a legend. Roman Reigns brings up WWE, whether people like him or not. He's a box office attraction. He brings WWE up. He makes things more exciting. He makes things mean more. He makes it feel more important. And I think that Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble is the right decision, even though I wanted LA Knight to win. There's still a route for LA Knight to win the Elimination Chamber and face Drew McIntyre for a title and win one at WrestleMania. So I think Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble, I think that it's a great decision. I hope that he beats CM Punk, and I think that that would bring WWE up, and I think that's what they need to do. So hopefully that's what they'll do. I really hope so. I think Roman Reigns needs to win the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, and I hope that LA Knight will win the Elimination Chamber and defeat Drew McIntyre, and we will have Roman Reigns as your World Heavyweight Champion and LA Knight as your WWE Champion coming out of WrestleMania 42. That's what I think they should do. I hate it for Drew McIntyre because I love Drew McIntyre so much, and I'm torn about that, and I would love to see Drew McIntyre be champion for a really long time, but who's a better person to get LA Knight over than Drew McIntyre? Nobody. Drew McIntyre is the perfect heel. He can get any babyface over. If LA Knight's going to win, I mean, that's obviously what they're thinking. That Drew McIntyre is going to get him over, and there's no one better to do that than Drew McIntyre. But I don't know. We will see what happens in the coming weeks, in the coming months. But as of right now, we do know Roman Reigns will challenge CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know, do you think Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble was the right thing to do? Do you think LA Knight is going to win the Elimination Chamber to face Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania? Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. If you will, like this video. And if you want to see more wrestling content, hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys next time.